Alright, we're go-to-math.com. We're getting some calculus. We're down here in the section of numerical approach. So let's click it, and we're looking for 4.2, and that's what we're looking for right there. Alright, we got the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 minus cosine x over x. So we're doing some looking at some trig functions now. Things ought to get interesting. And of course, there's nothing to factor here, and so the only really way to do this at this point in our calculus career is to actually find what this limit is numerically, and that's what we're going to do. So let's move into the classroom and to the whiteboard. We have the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 minus cosine x over x. Now we could consider 1 minus cosine x over x. We'll define that to be the function f of x. How's that? And you know, there's a couple ways of asking this. It could have been written like this also. Alright, and this could have been it right here. The limit of f of x approaches 0, and we've defined f of x to be this up here. Okay. And we're going to do this numerically, so hopefully you've watched some of the other videos or whatever. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the number negative 0.1 and plug it into this guy up here. Now the reason we're doing this, first off, is if you took 0 and did what's called direct substitution, cosine of 0 is 1, you get 0 on the top, and 0 in the bottom, you get 0, 0. So this is one good reason why we're doing this. Instead of just going, hey, just plug 0 in and that ought to be the answer, right? Well, that's called direct substitution, and a lot of times it is. However, in this particular case, we can't do that. So we need to figure out what this limit is. You know, what is this approaching? What is this thing approaching as x approaches 0? And so we start off coming in from the left at 0, and that'd be negative 0.1, and we just plug that in. Whoa, I left off the s there. Negative 0.1 over negative 0.1. And then I'll let you get your calculator out and tell me what that is. And then we want to get a little bit closer, right? So we continue to get a little bit closer. Negative 0.01. Getting a little bit closer to 0 coming in from the left. Alright, and we get some number out. And now that's coming in from the left, and we continue to do that, you know, like 0.001. I think we could pretty much tell. And then we want to come in from the right hand side, and of course it's not negative, but it's on the positive side. Alright, so we're going to plug in 0.1 into the function. 1 minus cosine of 0.1 over 0.1, and we get that number out. And I'll just continue this over here, and then 0.01. Okay, so you get the idea. 1 minus cosine 0.01. Alright, and if you've looked at any of the other videos in this section and previous sections, this should become old hat by now. Okay, so we look at these numbers, and we go, okay, coming in from the left is some number, coming in from the right is some number, and are both these numbers looking like they're going to be the same number? And if they are, well, then our limit exists, and it's going to be that number. All right, and let's actually move over here and see what these numbers actually are. So we're coming in from the left, approaching 0 from the left-hand side. As we plugged in f of negative 0.1, we got negative 0.049958. And then, of course, as you can see here, what's happening? It looks to me like this number's going to 0 myself. And then coming in from the right-hand side, okay, what's happening? Looks like it's going to 0 also. Alright, so coming in from the left, coming in from the right, it looks like this limit is actually going to equal 0. Okay, and we're going to consider that to be a definition. in the previous I say previous section, I mean when we evaluate limits analytically, we're going to note that as equaling 0. All right, that's it. Remember where you are. You're at gotomath.com, and I'll see you there. Bye.